funny how you set out to spend a little time, don't have a lot of spins. Not run them around at all, like all catching, send them out on a circle and turn them around a little bit, get them to catch me. Today, kind of just want to jump right into some stuff. I get that up. Put the rope on here again. You're not loose, I don't think. What do you think you're loose? So if water suddenly falls out of his mouth, it's not because he's been holding a big drink in his mouth. It's because there's a clover fungus that grows this time of year, and we jokingly call it drooly weed. And they love it because they find it and they eat it, but the negative effect of it is it leaves them with an overactive salivary gland. Because it catches them off guard. Like they don't realize that their mouth is full of juices, and then all of a sudden just a whole bunch of juices will fall out of their mouth. So, hi. So what I've concluded about this guy is he's an agreeable guy in the sense that he wants to trust, he wants to believe. So, with that being said, now that's new saying, I'm going where I want to go and I'm going to pull you by my nose. So we're just going to say, no, sorry, not today. And hopefully by saying not today, it'll help him with not ever. So this is the first time I'm putting my Western saddle on him. I do everything bareback first, but I'm going to go ahead and get him to know my saddle. I don't actually do a lot of starting with saddles on. I do saddles after the fact. I'm going to show him, leave, show it to him and leave. Now, he's been willing to do a lot of things for me. So I'm hoping that he'll say, oh, okay, if you say so. Had that experience with him so far is, oh, all right, if you say so, then I guess it's okay. When he stops moving his feet, I'll be nice enough to take it back off. When he stops moving his feet, I'll be nice enough to take it back off. Good job. Different eye, different horse, different experience. Horses don't transfer information to both sides of their body. I have found that a lot of Arabian breeds do. A lot of horses that are mixed with Arabian, a lot of horses that are strictly, that are purebred Arabians. Their information seems to transfer pretty easily. So, we'll let them do that. So the next thing I'm going to do, without the saddle pad, is I'm going to go ahead and put the saddle on him. I don't want to be fussing with it on the saddle pad just the right way and all that. If he's going to be silly, I want to just have the saddle be the only thing that we're focused on. Notice I don't hide all my equipment. If he wants to look at it, step on it, whatever, it's fine with me. The more they can experience, the more they can explore, the better it is for them. Ooh, don't yank on me. That could have gone so much better. It's making me make... So I'm not going to stop him. Use fire. However he needs to right now. I prefer that he would have stood still, but that's not what I was expecting, so I was not going to demand it. Western saddle on. When I met him, they had tried to put a Western saddle where it was. So I have got a Western saddle on him. It shouldn't be, thank God it's a light one, it shouldn't be as big of a deal. It was a new experience. Just look. Go on there, I don't care. Just look at it. As soon as he stops moving his feet, away. Until he stops moving his feet, I'm going to just keep kind of following him. As soon as he stops moving his feet, there's enough to take it off. Look for excuses to get spooky silly. Job. Now we're going to do both. I don't sneak around. I guess I just don't hide my equipment. I don't sneak around. I make noise with everything I need to make noise with. I let ropes drag around. I do all those things to expose them to things that might accidentally happen. You want to expose your horse to things that you might accidentally do. You might drop your rope. You might not realize your horse dropped his head down and was able to get his foot up over the rope. You might have those experiences today. If your horse has never had that experience, good. Can't complain about that. Good job. Now he wasn't thinking about kicking me. That's not what that was. Hey, you're not leaving yet. Hey. Hey. Stop. He was actually stepping over because that's something he understands. So he was actually trying to be good and step over to the mounting right here. The mounting block is something he... You're okay. So clearly, we don't have our ground tie right here with all this other equipment, but I do have it pretty good now with the bareback pad. But I'm not going to be particular in this very moment because I'm about to deliberately scare him so I can help him through something that might scare him. Let him know by scratching him that he's done the right thing. Stand. Stand. I always thought that was a slick way to do it, but that's not working out for me today. This one didn't work out for me. Hey. Stop. Hey. So he has the tendency to want to rear up. It's really angry, so I just want to... What are you doing? Stop. Stop. So I am kind of acting like I'm just trying to get it done. Yeah, I am. So I can help him. We'll work on it. But I've gotten this far before, so I just want to make sure that we can just help him through this part. That's a little anxiety. Now, since he's wanting to end up and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and send him out. He can sit not close to me. So, might still bite him. I don't want him. I'm going to go ahead and change directions. Let it bite him. directions. I'd like to get a little bit of tighter grip on him, but not when he's thinking about rounding up like I don't want to be right next. So it's just going to have to be not tight enough. Oh, still going to bite you a little bit, huh? You got it. I'm going to make sure it's a little bit snugger. So I'm going to react to it being a little bit snugger too, but it was getting the ability to move a little bit on him. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not asking for any of this cowboy stuff he's doing. I'm just letting him feel it out. Notice I'm feeding him his phone. It's his job to know where his feet are. It's his job to navigate his feet. It's not my job to micro where it's to go. Nope, that's not what I said. Yep, you're right. You're right. Again, I'm not asking for all this bouncing around. He's choosing to do that on his own. But I'm okay with him figuring it out. All right. Good job. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. So now, I have helped him with this. Hopefully he'll remember it. My goal right now is to stop moving his feet. When he stops moving his feet, the stimulation will stop. Yeah. So I'm not going to do it to where it turns into the drive. I'm just going to slap it 3 times in a row, and then exercises. You're okay. You're okay. Same thing on this side. Different eye, different horse. Until he stops moving his feet, then keeps going. The answer is don't move your feet, and it'll stop. The answer is don't move your feet. The answer is don't move your feet. Good. One more time. Make sure he's not perceiving it as any kind of driving energy. Good. Good. I'm not going to get his mind off that saddle. And it's going to be something he understands. So, he understands the mounting block, which is kind of cool. He's going to probably show you how much he understands. So I'm going to go ahead and really let him be a star here. He's a pretty big star when the mounting block works. I'm going to ask him to stand here and stay there. I'm going to get on the mounting block. I'm going to invite him to come get on the mounting block with me. That's just drool. You got it. Over. brain unfreeze. Here we go. Yep. Yep. You got it. Come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Yep. Good. 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 Let him know he's doing a good job. Not perfect, but he had to override some of his anxiousness there to do that. So we're not going to be particular right now. There's always a chance he's still going to get that shot and get him with the plate, so I want to be careful what he's doing behind me. Ask him to stand there and stay. Huh. Kiss means move your feet. Kiss always means move your feet forward, but he has to do to come here. Yep. 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 Now, for him to understand his job completely, he's going to have to back up and then come over from there. Yep. What a good guy. I'm sure that I can touch him everywhere. I'm not going to slap on the saddle just yet. I'll do that this next round. So the mounting block means nothing about riding. You never want to sour your horse and always get on him with the mounting block. You want to do mounting block work. That's what I call this, my mounting block exercises. I might even more because I want him to stand. I want him to him as he turns sideways. Kiss means move your feet forward. Never means move your feet backwards. Never means move your feet sideways. Always means move your feet forward. So now I wouldn't kiss because I don't want any more forward. But I want that hind end to come all the way around. Come on, you know. Come on. So I'm going to have to, yep, just help him a little bit. Yep. Yep. Good job. So this time, I'm going to slap the saddle, give a little wiggle, let him know, makes noises. Let him know he did a good job. Don't want him to forget that saddle's on there. If he forgets the saddle's on there, we're in trouble. So, certainly can set him up to be successful. He just understands it's about the mounting block and doesn't even need to be an over command. He can straight up. You need to be in front of me. Yep, he's trying real hard. I'm just going to say, yep, this is where you need to be. It's important that your belly button is always X. Your belly button's always X. It's always where you want him to land the saddle. If he's not wearing a saddle, it's where you always want him to land where the saddle would be. So that way he always knows where he's supposed to land. But if your belly button's facing this way because you're watching him over there and he brings his saddle area to you and you're standing like that, he did the right thing. He's learning your belly button is the place he's supposed to land. Again, don't want him to forget about the saddle. So today could be all about just that. Every time you blow your horse's mind, and in his case he's uneducated, so you're not blowing his mind as much as you would blow a seasoned horse's mind, but every time you blow your horse's mind by not doing what they're anticipating you're going to do, the better they want to pay attention to what you are going to do. So an example is I'm going to blow his mind, even though, like I said, he's uneducated. I'm going to blow his mind and take this back off. Then I'm going to see if I can throw it back on. That's always my ambition, my goal, is to be able to throw all my equipment right back on a horse after they've tolerated it for a session. This way you know you didn't sour them to that experience, because often what happens, I'm going to let him look at it even if he wants to drool on it, often what happens is they pay attention for something they don't like happens. So they don't like being ridden because the education is not strong or the communication is not good, and they spend a lot of time worried. They're going to learn what happens before you get on their back. So then they sour to the mounting block or anything that you are standing up on, or you lifting your foot into the stirrup. They'll sour to all of that. When you realize you're still going to get on somehow, then they sour to being saddled. It didn't sound right. And then once they realize that you're still going to get on no matter what, they let you put a saddle on them. They're going to then get sour to being brushed. Then they're going to get sour to what? And then you have a whole can of worms that you got to through and get back to where you could get to this point. So I like to just give them the experiences and then tell them nothing in it. Nothing in it to be worried about. Oh, you just poured all kinds of stuff all over that. So I like him. I'm not going to beat him up today. I might play with him a little bit later, but with him right now.